see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tight end finds a soft spot. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking for space. It's Baxter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Oof. You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man quickly. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Carr. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Keeps it on the draw. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Love.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the right. Lofted to the sideline, and it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense drags him down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his tight end. It's a running room. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Trying play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Irish. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can...
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
He hadn't had a big day on the ground, but that was a carry they needed for this offense. They needed to extend this drive. Nice job on third down, executing, running the football. Now they got to go a little bit faster, get down this field, and get a score on the board.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground. They can create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Longhorns! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel, or no mas, as they will concede defeat.
That's adorable.
What a show both of these teams.
GG's, brother.
Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one.
I can't lie, I did you a little dirty with Texas at home, but GG's.
Go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they find a way to get things